.0.
This is .0. I go through old-fashioned metal miniatures from the late 70s, 80s, and 90s. This is going to be a special video. To get into this group, this is going to be heroes. So this is going to be a lot of really good metal miniatures. You're going to really enjoy these ones. How about this? We'll start off with Drizzt himself. I just recently acquired this piece. It's actually a piece made of pewter, I believe. Looks like 1988, I think. TSR. Now you can see, because it's pewter, it's got the little stone on the front. A little bit difficult to see because it's darker, but really detailed, and it's obviously Drizzt. So mostly after this, it's going to be fighters, because that's kind of the theme of these last videos. But this is my hero group, so we're not going to talk about, dwarves or any other kind of heroes, specifically to be fighters, with the exception of Drizzt, I believe. So, but he gets to make an appearance. Definitely iconic. And then, since I already had him up there, let's get the old Death Dealer out here. Probably, I don't know, it's probably my coolest figure that I've got in some ways. I mean, it's just wicked cool. Obviously, some odd feet going on with him. Let's zip that, or tip him up here so you can see that he's got those clawed feet. I'm going to do a video on so-called evil heroes, or however you want to look at it. Maybe he should be in that category, but I wanted this to be like the coolest figures. Could be good guys anyway, mostly good guys. This guy deserves to be in here. What a wicked cool piece. Okay, let me flip it over here so you can see the back. Obviously, he's got the awesome sword across the back. I'm going to let my camera zoom in on it. And just an awesome axe, awesome sword. How much fun is that? So I hope you enjoy these videos, but it's these kind of moments that I absolutely just love. Okay, so to be in this this video, I decided, like I said, you had to have the look of being a hero. So we're going to have a lot of figures that look like heroes, and should be fun. Like I said, if you I said earlier, maybe this might be the video where you need to go get a drink, hit the pause button, and come back, because just going to do a lot of reminiscing and having fun here. Take your time, and hopefully this IP Evo camera does a real good job of zooming in for you today. Okay, two-handed sword. We got a Flamberg, right? Flaming blade as a Flamberg. Kind of like the angels guarding outside the gates of the Garden of Eden. It's also what the Tyler uses for a sword in Freemasonry to guard the door from Cowans and eavesdroppers. Ooh, what's that? Hold on. Got something going on right here on this sword that we should look at. Maybe just some kind of a starburst or a little skull in the center there. Anyway, lots of Masonic lodges don't use a Flamberg, but they'll use a Knights Templar sword or something like that. But they really shouldn't. Okay, another cool guy that I think fits as being a hero. He's got a heck of a cool sword here. It's obviously a really strong guy to be holding that big of a sword with one hand. Dagger down the front, awesome armor down his legs. Really cool helmet here. What are we seeing here? Oh, it's like 3 parts. Maybe let me flip it over to the back here, and then I'll tip it up for you. Obviously, you can see that sword real well again. I don't know if we're going to be able to see much of it. Just a plain shield here, but look how cool his helmet is. Kind of rotate it down. Alright, how about this? Let's go with this guy next. So, pretty unique piece here. It's got some kind of a mace going on with spikes on the sides. Really cool. Sword down his hip, kind of wrapped up. And then you're seeing something going on here on his helmet, right? Let me flip this over. Oh, he's got like scale mail, it looks like. And he's got a kind of a curious shield, right? Unique. But if you look, I think this is some kind of a dragon or some kind of a snake head coming out of his forehead which is really cool. In fact, it might be a full familiar sitting on his head now that I look at it. Like it has a tail coming down the back here. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of a beak thing sitting on here. All right, let's flip this back. Now, usually a snake coming on your forehead is a symbol of illumination, right? The third eye, cyclopean eye, or a unicorn eye, right, third eye type thing. And that's why even in some Masonic lodges, you'll actually see like a cobra head coming out of images, like right out of the forehead. Anyway, all right. I don't want to get too sidetracked here. Okay, heroes. Guy looks like he'd be a hero. He's got a lot of heavy armor on. Could have probably fit into my knights video that I just recently did. Here, I'm going to get out of the way so that I'll zoom in for you real nice. Give you some good detail work. Okay, let's flip this over and look at the back. Yeah, really cool. Nice detailed plate. Now, I think what he's got here is, see, we've got a unique shield. And I think he's got a jousting shield. That's what I think's going on there. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's why it's a different design, is for the lance to ricochet off. Okay, how about this next guy? Kind of has that hero look about him. Who makes this? Ralpartha. I can't really tell the year. Yeah, just a cool guy with a lot of cool armor and overhead swing with a sword. Let me flip this over for you. Got a nice Superman cape on. What do we got on his shield here? I guess just kind of rivets or something like that. Alright, how about this guy? He's probably about as iconic as it gets. Kind of looks like a hero, doesn't he? Looks like he's perfectly fitting for this video. He's got a wicked cool sword in one hand. He's got that look like he means business, and it's definitely got a heroic look. Oh, he's got a little crossbow thing off his wrist here, or in his left hand. Yeah. Don't necessarily have to be like perfectly good guys. We did paladins already. These can just be heroes, so they can get away with some of these alternative weapons and still be in this video. Yeah, what do we got on his helmet? Anything? Yeah, just cool. Okay, let's flip this guy. Sir? Oh, I thought I was just seeing some detail work that I wanted to zoom in on. I guess just like a necklace right there, huh? And he looks really cool from the back eye, and that's what it is. Here's his hand just holding the little crossbow thing. Really cool piece. Alright, how about this one here? It looks like he means business with this great sword. No, I don't like the base here, right? It's supposed to be one of those metal or plastic bases, but he still looks like he's quite a tough dude here, swinging that big old sword around, so he gets to be in this video as well. Geez, so big I can't hardly fit it in here. How about we'll do it that way? Okay, and how about this one? Got a wicked cool sword. Did I already show you this guy? No, surely I didn't, did I? No. I was going to say, it almost seems like we've seen this sword before, but I don't think so. Look how cool that sword is with all the runes coming down the side. Let's see, is my camera going to be able to zoom in on it? You can. Look at that. Awesome. Two-handed great sword. Look at the space between his hands. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm going to get out of the way and let that just zoom for a second so you get a good view. Flip this over. Same thing. Get to see that sword coming across the back. And, yeah, really cool. What's on his? Oh, just an open helmet, I guess, but still a really cool helmet. All right, we'll go with this guy. I've actually showed you this guy, a different version of him, but it was in my Knights video, and he's obviously a Knight, but in this case, because I chose heroes, this guy's gotten to be a hero in a number of my adventures, so it's my video. He gets to be in the heroes. Pretty cool guy. Wicked cool axe, right? Sword down the side. How about we'll go with this one here next. What do we got going on here? Really cool shield, sword. Could be in some of my other videos as well. Unfortunately, you're seeing a little bit of staining because these pretty old figures, a lot of these are 30 plus years old. Who makes this? Golly, I can't even tell. Might not even be a regular brand name, I'm not sure. Okay, let me give you a view of his back, and then we got to take a closer look at this head, or helmet. Oh, I see. It's just kind of plumage coming off the top. Wasn't 100% sure what we were seeing there for a second, but yeah, I don't think there's anything unusual there. Just a neat piece. Okay. How about we'll go into, how about this guy here? What's he got going on? Definitely looks like he could be a heroic kind of character. Yeah, it's definitely not as cool as Drizzt or the Death Dealer, but still pretty cool, right? Let's just zoom in on that real quick. Maybe I can flip it up a little bit more. I guess you're just seeing he's got a cape coming down the back. Can you imagine how cool it would be to wear a cape and you've got all your gear on and that's just accepted as being normal? That'd be so awesome. Okay, how about just a couple more? Now, I'm looking at this one, I made it in here, and I just kind of thought that this probably should have been maybe in my Ranger video or something like that. But when you look at this guy, doesn't it remind you of Alanin? It just seems like the Druid Alanin to me. Look how tall it is. It's really disproportionately tall compared to a lot of the miniatures. Like it would be a guy who's about 8 inches tall. And if it was really supposed to kind of represent him, yeah, he gets to be in the heroes. Lana was really wicked cool. So you got like a little knife across the front here, just his hands. I mean, it really does kind of give you that feel too, doesn't it? Is he? That's kind of odd. Is this guy missing? He's missing something here, like it was supposed to have an arm, I guess. Well, that's kind of odd. Yeah, we got like a cape across the back with some really cool chains coming down the back. I gotta look close at that again. Yeah, it's almost like there's supposed to be an attached arm here. Huh. Alright. Guess I better figure that out. Haven't had that piece for very long, and hopefully I have that other piece. I thought this was kind of a cool piece. He also kind of has that heroic look, but I thought it would be cool to have a hero that didn't have a sword. Really cool mace, obviously. Definitely do some serious damage to somebody if you whack them upside the head with that thing. And then look how cool this shield is. Almost looks like I think it's some kind of a bird. I'm going to let that zoom in on it. How about I'll straighten it out for you and see if it will. Like a bird or a dragon thing, and it's like all interweaved or woven, and almost like wings kind of coming up. Seeing it's almost like wings on his helmet here too. On the back. Who knows, I guess. Right, probably could be, I guess. Played as a cleric, right, with all this stuff. Yeah, it could have been in that video maybe as well. Anyway, really cool. Okay, so I got 2 more figures for you. Again, this was supposed to be my heroes, or that's kind of the theme, so can't really do much better than this. You're going to enjoy this one. What a wicked, awesome, cool figure. Now, this is not really a video on figures on horseback. I've got a whole nother video that's coming for that, but nonetheless, I already showed you the Death Dealer one here at the beginning. Might as well give it the matching one. No, I don't even know. Actually, they might not even be the same piece, right? What do we got here? So we got us a really cool, like a phoenix maybe on there. Actually, these might not go together. I got one more piece for you. I guess we'll see how they match up. Here, I'll give this guy a little more space because you can't really go wrong looking at him. I'm going to flip this guy over. And so you can see it from this side. What does this say? 19. Am I really seeing that right? Wow. I think it says 1976. I think it is 1976. Is that even possible? I guess it could be. Okay, now I've got one last one. Since I'm showing you these guys, I better show you this other one that I've got as well. Okay, so let's get these guys out of the way. It almost feels wrong to take them out of the screen because they're so cool, but look how cool this guy is too. So the last figure I've got here, same dude, right? Here he is. He's got his claws on just like that one. See, this other one might not be the right one that matches with it. And this one is. And I've got the horse as well. How about pull him out of the way? So this is supposed to be like this, and then maybe up something like this. Riding it. Yeah, how about like that? See if I can kind of get out of the way, and then flip him over. I put a clear coat on this because it was starting to break down. Just such a good piece. I just would hate to have lead rot do any damage to it. You know, I guess I'd rather have a little bit of amber. Maybe I can get that off. And I don't know, more than anything, I just want to keep them going. So, all right. Well, how about this? We'll go back to. Well, how about this? I'll put these two guys up here like that. You can't really go wrong throwing, Drizzt right in the center as well. I can't believe I'm putting him on the bottom like he's less important, but I guess it's just how it's going to be for this video. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this one. The theme being heroes. It's just fun going through these, reminiscing, and just remembering a bunch of good times that we all had with our friends back when we were kids and even when we were older. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and be safe until next time.